Welcome back. I'm halfway through the Vertex M100 portrait now, and I thought I'd take you through where things are at. If you haven't seen the first update, it might be worth jumping back to that one. It will give you a sense of how this project started and the story behind the watch. So where I last left you, I was still planning the composition. I was laying down the very early marks, and since then the piece has really started to take shape. I've been sketching more deeply into the dial, slowly building the graphite and working on the finer details. The numerals, the crown, and of course the hands. And it's funny because these tiny details can be the most stressful part. They don't take up much space on the page, but they carry so much of the character of the watch. And without them, it's just a black circle. And with them, it suddenly becomes more recognizable, and it's almost like it's ticking. It's the difference between a sketch that feels flat and a portrait that feels real. Now, one of the things I've come to appreciate while staring at this dial for hours is just how balanced the design really is. Every proportion feels carefully thought out. The distance between the numerals, the weight of the hands, the crispness of that loom, nothing is overdone, nothing is missing. And that's what I love about Vertex as a brand. Their designs have purpose. They're rooted in their military past, but they don't feel stuck there. They still feel really current, like they belong in the present. And while shading the case edges, I found myself thinking back about the soldiers who wore the original caliber 59s during the war, and now decades later, the collectors and enthusiasts wearing the modern M100. There's something almost poetic about that continuity. The idea that a single design can bridge two such different worlds is amazing. Technically, this stage has been all about patience. It's been working with softer pencils to deepen the shadows and smooth the graphite into an even finish. And you really can't rush it. If you do, you end up with uneven tones or too much graphite shine. Personally, I quite like a touch of shine. It's what makes it clear that it's graphite. It's not a photograph, but it's a delicate balance. Too much shine and the contrast disappears. Too little and the drawing can feel lifeless. And I'll be honest, this one has been a real challenge. Watches with a clean, modern aesthetic are unforgiving. If there's patina or scratches, you can use those imperfections to your advantage. Here though, there's absolutely nowhere to hide. Every uneven gradient, every wobbly line will stand out. But I think that's what makes it so rewarding. When you finally get a smooth transition across the dial, or when a highlight lands just right, it feels worth all of those hours working on it. From here, it's all about refining, more layering, more smoothing, more tiny adjustments until those tones are as close to the real watch as I can get them. So that's where I'm at for now, halfway through, and it's really starting to come alive on the page. Next time I check in though, I should be very close to completion, and I can't wait to share the final stage with you. So stick around, because the best part of this process is watching it transform from something that feels unfinished to something that looks like it could almost step off the canvas. Stay safe, guys. Have a good day. Bye.